Hi, I'm Michelle Diane, and in this video, I'm going to talk about what intermittent fasting is, some of the benefits of intermittent fasting, how do you get started with intermittent fasting, and what can you have during your fasting period. But before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe below, and share with your friends. So let's get started. What is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is nothing but a pattern of eating. It has nothing to do with any particular type of food. There's a feeding window and a fasting window. And for this video, I'm going to cover the most popular method, the 16-8 method. That is where you would fast for 16 hours and have a feeding window of 8 hours. For example, if your last meal was at 6 p.m., which would be dinner, and you skipped breakfast and you ate lunch at noon, that would be an 18-hour fasting window, and then you would begin your break fast or that first meal at noon, and that's where the 16-8 method would be. How would you start to intermittent fast? You will take your last meal time as the 6 p.m., and that will start as your hour 1, and every hour forward will progress until you get to your desired hour of fasting. The longer you fast, the more benefits that you actually get overall with your body. But the 18-6 is the most popular method and the easiest method that many do. What are some of the common benefits for intermittent fasting? One of the biggest ones is weight loss, and that's because the insulin levels drop significantly when you fast. Every time you eat something, and primarily a higher fat or sugar, you get an insulin spike, and that is where you get weight gain. And so during the fasting period, your liver actually gets a break during this period of time, and your insulin levels drop. So in that period of time, your body is burning fat once it reaches a certain amount of time in your fasting period for energy instead of the food that you're eating between. Another huge benefit is there are growth hormone spikes. Studies say as much as 5 times. When you have a growth hormone actually spike or surge within the body, that not only preserves lean muscle, it helps you burn muscle as well as burn fat. Another benefit with intermittent fasting would also be that it removes waste from the body. There's a process called autophagy, and it's actually where your body begins to eat and remove the damaged cells in the body. Intermittent fasting has been shown to be very successful in cancer patients that are using intermittent fasting in conjunction with other treatment. What can I eat or drink during my fasting window? During your fasting window, you can drink water, you can drink unsweetened tea or tea with stevia. You want to avoid Splenda, Sweet and Low, Equal, any of the other artificial sweeteners. They've been shown to cause an insulin spike. It has nothing to do with the sugars or calories in a drink. So you want to avoid diet sodas, any kind of sweeteners within a drink. I know there's some sugar-free supplements you can put in water for flavoring. Those also spike insulin, so you want to avoid those. And you also want to avoid gum chewing. Even sugar-free gum can create an insulin spike, and that would break your fasting window. During your fasting period, if you will drink enough water and often some tea, I like to have some maca tea or any type of diet green tea would be wonderful, and it tends to actually help you reduce or suppress your appetite during this period. In the initial periods, when you start, some people might have a headache for a couple of days, but if you stick with it, that will go away. What is happening is your body is start to release those toxins within your body, and because you're not eating, they're trying to flush out, and they will flush out not only through your urine but also through your sweat and through your skin. And so that's very common to often maybe have bad breath or sweat a little bit more or start to have some headaches during the initial period. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe below, and I'll see you back in the next video.